Good morning. Committee Chairman, Senator Richard J. Durbin, and Ranking Member, Senator Charles E. Grassley, and members of the U.S. Senate Committee on the Judiciary. I bring you greetings on behalf of the Executive Board, members, and constituents of the National Organization of Black Law Enforcement Executives, NOBLE. My name is Frederick L. Thomas, and I am the National President of NOBLE and current captain for the East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff Office in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I have served more than 30 years in law enforcement profession and 26 years in the Louisiana Army National Guard. I am a U.S. military combat veteran who served in support of Operation Our Record Freedom. The organization I represent is NOBLE, and the mission is to ensure equity in the administration of justice and the provision of public service to all communities, and to serve as a conscience of law enforcement by being committed to justice by action. NOBLE has approximately 50 chapters and represents over 3,400 members worldwide that consists of chief executive officer and command level law enforcement officials from federal, state, country, county, municipal law enforcement agencies, and criminal justice practitioners. It is an honor for NOBLE to provide written testimony on the nomination of Ketanji Brown Jackson to be Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of the United States. We endorse President Joe Biden's nomination of the Federal Appeals Court, Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, to serve on the U.S. Supreme Court. A graduate of Harvard Law School, Judge Jackson brings a long and impressive resume, including her background in public service, experience as a federal public defender, and a federal judge on the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia. Throughout her career, Judge Jackson has demonstrated deep knowledge and respect for law, balanced judgment, and unwavering commitment to justice. She is intimately qualified to serve on the highest court in the land. NOBLE joins the International Association of Chiefs of Police, Fraternal Order of Police, the more than 60 top law enforcement leaders and former Republicans and Democratic attorney generals endorsing Judge Jackson. She has a unique perspective on the needs of law enforcement through the association of her family members in the profession. Judge Jackson has two uncles who were career law enforcement officers. One was the detective for the Miami-Dade County, and the other rose to the rank of become chief of police for Miami Police Department. In addition, her brother served as an undercover officer in a drug sting unit in Baltimore after graduating from college. It is our opinion that the direct familiar relation with the complexity, challenges, and opportunity within law enforcement provides perspective on criminal justice issues that can be assessed to the Supreme Court. In evaluating her judicial track record, it is the opinion of NOBLE and other law enforcement organizations that Judge Brown has constantly adjudicated based on the facts and applied the law fairly. Ketanji Brown Jackson had been previously vetted twice by the Judiciary Committee and twice confirmed by the full Senate as a judge, garnering bipartisan support as recently as 2021. She was also confirmed in 2010 as the Vice Chair of the U.S. Sentencing Commission. It is NOBLE hope that Ketanji Brown Jackson will receive the bipartisan support for the most prestigious nomination to the nation's highest court. In closing, this is a watershed moment in our nation's history. Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson is a stellar nominee with extraordinary background. She is clearly qualified and possesses the knowledge, legal acumen, and experience to serve on the United States Supreme Court. NOBLE is honored to endorse a nominee of this stature who is confirmed will participate in deciding pivotal legal cases impacting the lives of all people across this mosaic of our country. We encourage this esteemed body to send her nomination to the Senate floor. I thank you, Chairman Durbin, for the invitation to appear today, and the committee members for your kind attention. Thank you.